That's a very tidy over. He's picked up a wicket and only one run off, so all of a sudden he's gone from none for 20 to 1 for 21, and he is in a happy place.
Yeah, looks a little bit nicer, doesn't it? You wouldn't know he's got belted for 20 off his first over.
Credit to Darcy Short too for coming back to him for a second over so soon. Martin is following up after a promising first over, which only went for 6. A few discussions out there around the field placings. One final look around, and Martin comes in now from the northern end. This one is down the leg side, but he has got away with that one, no damage done.
আসসালামুয়ালাইকুম। আজকে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাস নট ডান। বাংলাদেশ ব্যাটিং করতেছে 78 রানে 3 উইকেট, 10 ওভার শেষ।
And he gets up the other end, which is a good thing.
Great fielding there by Semi Elder.
Three for 79, just after the halfway mark. 170 plus still on the cards. The scores we were throwing around earlier are now probably a little bit out of reach. He's thrown that one up there, Martin, and it's chopped out into the deep for a single. We like to do our predictions around the halfway mark, so with 80 runs on the board, just over halfway. What are you thinking, Megan?
You asked me this last night, I had a shocker.
I'll give you some more time to think about it.
Thank you.
Like. Because
আসসালামুয়ালাইকুম। আজকে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাস নট ডান। বাংলাদেশ সোনার হরিণ গোল্ডেন টিম 80 রান 3 উইকেট, 10 ওভার শেষ।
Yep, you like your sevens. I reckon I had a 7 out last night.
Yep, I do like it. Is my number.
Yep.
I'm not going to deny that fact.
Another good over here from Martin, only 3 off it so far.
Oh.
Well played by Hussain into the gap on the leg side. Only a single.
I think Bangladesh, though, would be disappointed if they only did make 167, if I'm honest, with the start that they had. But I'm banking in the NT boys to get another couple of wickets. But we'll see how we go. Bangladeshians have been batting extremely well so far.
Certainly after the first 3 overs, it was looking 190 plus. But the strike have done a great job to peg them back with 3 wickets. Martin comes in, throws this one up. Oh, very well bowled. And at the end of the 11th over, the score for Bangladesh is 3 for 82.
Another great over there by Hamish Martin, just the 4 runs from it. For 10 from his 2 overs, but bowling really well. The NT boys really said it so far, pegging these Bangladesh side back a little bit.
So we say this a lot, but partnerships, we need to get one going here if you're a Bangladesh fan. Probably need these 2 to go through for the next 5 or 6 overs, which gives you the capacity to go really hard for the last back end of the inning. So you can see the scorecard there. Explosive start from Bangladesh.
It's a great start. Looked effortless from the 2 opening batsmen in particular.
Worked around 2 square leg. They're going to consider 2. That's probably the wise decision to be satisfied with the 1. Hammond in his 3rd over after picking up a wicket last over. Comes in again from the airport end. This one's chopped away. There's going to be an easy single to the man who is just forward of deep point. T-Strike will be pretty happy at the moment just with these singles. Boundaries
আজকের
have dried
খেলা
up.
বাংলাদেশ vs নর্দার্ন 84 রানে 3 উইকেট 11 ওভার শেষ। প্লিজ সবাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন, প্লিজ সবাই একটা করে লাইক করে দিবেন, প্লিজ সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, প্লিজ সাবস্ক্রাইব মাই চ্যানেল।
Managing to push it out into the gap, which
Bangladesh
enabled the
vs
second run to be
Northern
made.
T20 match, 86 runs, 3 wicket, 11 wicket. Thank you so much.
Again, beautifully played down the ground for another single. Bangladesh are looking to consolidate at this stage after the recent wickets to fall. Shohar, a few little extra stretches before he faces Hammond.
Oh, there it is. Opportunity here. Short going back. Great. Oh, he got back in time. Unlucky. I thought he had it then too. Claimed it at the end. He'll be disappointed. Surely got a great set of hands, Darcy Short.
বাংলাদেশ vs নর্থার্ন 88 রানে 3 উইকেট 11 ওভার শেষ। প্লিজ সবাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন, প্লিজ একটা করে লাইক করে দিবেন। তো নর্দার্নের প্লেয়ার তো দেখছি বিয়ার পা দিয়ে বল মারতেছে।
Oh, come on.
And he's got back. It's all happening here.
It is.
Bangladesh just need to take this moment in between overs just to have a little chat, take a couple of deep breaths and consider what has happened the last couple of balls, because they could have easily lost a wicket there, both with a drop catch and then nearly a run out. Got themselves in a strong position at 3 for 88 off 12 overs.
It's like Darcy's bringing himself back on for another over. Maybe he's trying to think, well, I just that one, so hopefully I can get a wicket.
Yep. Looking to make amends.
Yep.
Short. Throws it up.
Wowzers.
As has been the case for most of his delivery. Very sharp turn. If it had been left alone, it would have been a wide. But fortunately for Darcy,
It's really over the pitch.
it mainly results in a single.
Classic.
I noticed they've been using the rag a fair bit tonight. Possibly the dew is a factor.
I think it's a bit cooler tonight, Steve, than last night. Admittedly, we were up in the nosebleed section of TIO Stadium. We're ground level tonight, so might be a little bit cooler.
Beautifully bowled there from Short, playing and missing Hussain. He's been out there for a while and Short has still got him in trouble. This time he throws it up and it's comfortably played this time down the ground for a single. Hussain would probably be happy to get up the other end after playing and missing last ball. And Shohar played cautiously so far for his 6 off 10. Short this time, dropped short. And an easy single. Probably a boundary ball that's got away there, but with everything that he's delivered, it's pretty hard to actually be aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Some are really fizzing off this wicket, others not so much.
Short. Full this time.
We'll look for 2. Oh, great fielding. It's Jake Weatherall down at the boundary there. So one thing we did notice last night in particular as well, the fielding has been exceptional so far throughout this tournament.
Yeah, all teams except maybe the Chicago Kingsmen, who are a little bit older. They've got a lot of young players in all their squads, so they're all very athletic. quality fielders. Short. This time again dropped short, very short. And it is paddled out for an easy single to end another good over. So after his 3 overs, he has the impressive figures of 1 for 11. And Bangladesh, after 13, are 3 for 93.
Game is a little bit of a later start tonight, whether that'll play into effect throughout the game, like we mentioned with the dew.
Bowling figures now looking much more impressive than earlier. Kane Richardson would love to get his body right and come back and amend his first over. Very uncharacteristically hit around the park in that early over. But the way things are going, it might be all spin.
Yeah, Tommy Andrews coming back on from the airport end of DXC. Bowled pretty well his first couple of overs as well, Steve. None for 9 from his 2 no wickets, but I'm sure he'd like to fill a couple of spots in that column.
Andrews from the airport end as a plane flies above.
Oh.
It's gone through the fingers, and it is disappointing for Andrews on 2 fronts in that he has missed an opportunity to get a wicket and it's gone for 4. There hasn't been one for a while, and Bangladesh have moved along to 3 for 97 now.
That was punched really hard there by Chauhan. Really surprised Andrews, I think. Burst through his fingers. I think he did get a couple of fingertips to it, but hit very powerfully. Oh.
Andrews again. This time he's dropped short, and he has been punished. That has gone all the way for 6 runs.
That's silly on the golf course.
It's gone a long way. A very easy decision for the umpire to raise his arms, and Bangladesh now having a very productive 14th over.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Got what it deserved to, I think. I reckon Tommy Andrews will be...
What can he do to come back here? Oh, he dropped it again. It appears to have still caused Chauhan some troubles, possibly skidded on a little bit more than he thought. And after 10 off the first 2, Andrews is probably relieved with a dot. Here he comes again. This time he drops a little bit short again, but it was pace on. And he's got back-to-back dots after an expensive beginning to this over.
Another quicker one. Punch down the ground, mid-on and mid-off are up because of the power play back in effect. That's a great shot by Chauhan there. A couple more risks being taken, Steve, I reckon, because of those fielding restrictions.
Yeah, they've definitely upped the ante now with that power surge. That was very well played, really. Expecting the shorter, quicker ball, rocking back, hitting it hard, and it has been an expensive over. Very limited in what you can do to peg up these boundaries. Let's see what he does here.
Oh.
This time he has bowled a leg stump line, which is clever because it is only a single.
Try to give himself a bit of room then, Chauhan, but I assume Andrew saw what he was trying to do, darted it into his legs.
And an expensive over there with 15 off, but with the power surge, you would expect that. And after 14 overs, Bangladesh are 3 for 108.
Interesting, bringing Tommy Menzies back on, pace on. To bowl at really good areas here to make sure Bangladesh batsmen don't get on top.
Much needed big over there from Bangladesh, as you can see from the Manhattan. It's been lean pickings for a while now, and that run rate has been heading backwards. After some good bowling from the NT strike, here comes Menzies.
Oh.
It is wide and it has been fished at, and it has been very well played. Funky batting results in 4 runs for Chauhan. Bangladesh making the most of this power surge. After a fairly dry period, they are now back on track.
It was really well played in the end. Takes guard most balls, doesn't he?
Yep, like he's taking off there.
Yeah.
Clever T20 batting there, just helping it
প্লিজ
on its way.
প্লিজ সবাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন, যারা যারা লাইভ খেলা দেখতেছেন প্লিজ। আজকের খেলা বাংলাদেশ ব্যাস নর্তান 112 রান 3 উইকেট 14 ওভার 1 বল।
Bowled outside off and he slapped hard straight down the ground. It's going to go all the way for another boundary. Chauhan in an aggressive mood now, making the most of the fielding restrictions.
It's like a slow ball there from Tom. Early, really well picked up by Chauhan. 31 from 20. He's really motoring along here. Looks very good at the crease. He's got his routines, takes his guard, does his little squat, and then has been playing beautifully so far.
Menzies in again. This time it is short, it is slapped hard in between the fielders, and it's been dispatched for 4 more.
Again, perfectly dissected between the 2 fieldsmen that are on the leg side. Again, beautiful shot there by Chauhan. He's really powering along here.
Yeah, great combination of power and placement there. 2 NT strike fielders in the vicinity, but they had no chance at all. As you can see, the crowd there nice and relaxed, enjoying the entertainment.
Yeah, looks like an awful spot down there. Beanbag set up. Where are our beanbags, Steve? I'm going to ask. Wally, if you're listening, where's our beanbags?
This time into the deck, his protection there. Mixed up his bowling here, Menzies. Yeah, he's been hit for consecutive 4s, but he is trying a few things, and certainly the NT strike at the right end of the ladder, they're going really well in terms of win-loss, but at the same time they'll be continuing to expose their young cricketers to different situations like this. As you can see on screen there, some conversations around the field. Looks like the square leg is going to come up onto the ring. So protection now at a wide-ish square leg, almost a wide mid-wicket, and then out at our friend cow corner. Gives himself some room.
Opportunity here. I think it's Jake Weatherall going back, and he's got him. Good perseverance from Menzies. He did get a tap fairly well early on in his over, and he's persevered. Gutsy from the young fast bowler just to stay nice and composed. And again, Jake Weatherall taking what looked like a comfortable catch, but actually really well caught at the end.
If you watch the replay here, high in the air, got himself in position nice and early, and a comfortable catch under the eyes. Big wicket.
It's a big wicket.
Chowdhury is the new batter. Thickly set, strong young man. And he has an opportunity now to build a partnership with Hussain, who has been more conservative than Chauhan, who's put on a great show in the last few overs. But unfortunately for us, the show is over. And now it's going to be up to Chowdhury to take over from where he left off.
It was really well batted by Chauhan. I was really enjoying the way he was going about taking on this game. he was starting to smack them all around the park. I loved his little routine. I love batsmen's little intricacies that they do. I've got to take the game on, especially with the fielding restrictions. I had to do it, had to keep going with that momentum. And NT are able to pick up a wicket.
So last ball of the power surge, they've decided to split the boundary riders, one either side of the wicket. So it may be short. Let's see what he does. It's wide on the offside, and it has been called a wide. It's a common tactic in T20 cricket to try and bowl just inside that wide line, but he's only got a small margin for error, and unfortunately has resulted in a wide. But it's still a worthy tactic. And again, a great opportunity to test it out under these circumstances. And here comes again. Menzies for his last ball this over. This time it is short. And that is the end of the over. After 3 overs, Menzies has 2 for 28. And Bangladesh still in a commanding position at 4 for 121.
Great work there by Tommy. Get hit for 4 fours in your first 3 deliveries of your over. With those fielding restrictions, being able to pick up that vital wicket of Chauhan, who was very, very confident. The one wide as well, but ended up being good over picking up the wicket.
As you can see from the worm there, it's just starting to go the wrong way for Bangladesh after that wicket. But they're still in a strong position. 5 overs to go. If they can have 5 big overs here, then they can still post a very challenging score for the NT strike. Hamish Martin will be the new bowler. Bowled 2 promising overs early on with a good economy rate. He's going to bowl to the established batsman in Hussain. Throws this one up. It's hit hard. There is a fielder there. It's going pretty quick though. He's done a great job to cut it off.
Great work. That's Jai Orman. I'm sure who's off. I think it must be Kane Richardson's gone off, Steve.
121 রানে 4 উইকেট 15 ওভার শেষ বাংলাদেশ বনাম নর্দার্ন আজকের খেলা বাংলাদেশ বনাম নর্দার্ন 123 রান 4 উইকেট শেষ 115 ওভার 1 বল
Good to see another young territory boy Jai Orman.
প্লিজ সবাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন প্লিজ আজকের খেলা বাংলাদেশ বনাম নর্দার্ন আমাদের বাংলাদেশ সোনার হরিণ গোল্ডেন টিম খেলতেছে
for the evening in recovery mode now, thinking about the long-term prospects rather than the now. Martin to Hussain. Hussain pushes a full delivery down to long on. Bit of a tardy throw, but it is cleaned up. Again, the rag comes out.
Must be a bit dewy out there. I have noticed the boys working on that ball. So, always proves a bit difficult, especially with the spinners.
Chowdhury on strike for his second delivery. This time Martin drags down and it is a comfortable single to get him, the new batter, off the mark.
I think Hussein's got to get a wriggle on here. He is 21 from 25, just under that run of ball, but he is the main batsman currently with Chowdhury only just in for 2 deliveries.
Yeah, he's definitely got to go here.
Oh,
This
well.
time it's thrown wide. He has had a go at it, and as a result, it's another dot. Well bowled by Martin. Would have been touch and go as to whether it was a wide or not. Another tight over. How's he going to exit? Throws it up.
Well bowled.
Full delivery, and that's a terrific over from Martin. Has yet to get a wicket, but he has been very economical with only 14 runs off his 3 overs. Receives a low 5 from his teammate. Well deserved.
Been pretty impressed with the NT bowlers through the middle part of this innings in particular. Top balls to
প্লিজ
finish
প্লিজ
overs.
যারা
There's
যারা
nothing
লাইভ
worse than
দেখতেছেন প্লিজ
bowling a reasonable
সাবস্ক্রাইব
over
মাই
or getting
চ্যানেল
hit
প্লিজ
for a
চ্যানেলটাকে
few
সাবস্ক্রাইব
either
করে
over and then
দিবেন
just
প্লিজ প্লিজ
getting
প্লিজ
hit for a
সবাই চ্যানেলটাকে
boundary
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন
off that last ball really takes the batsman into that positive mindset into the next over with that confidence, and NT done that pretty well tonight. Dot balls at the back end of overs.
And they've done a great job to peak them back. They're now gone ahead in the win viz.
Oh, shot.
Short's thrown that one up. He's been swept. He does have protection out there. But after an early flurry, the NT strike have done a great job, particularly through the use of spin, to peg down the run rate. And now they're going to be chasing a much more comfortable figure.
Coming back from, I think, was it 50, 60 or 3 overs, Steve, to bring them back into the position they are in now. I think they've done a great job so far.
Short. This is a full toss, and he's got away with it.
Yes.
They're going to pick up 2 runs, which I think Short would be happy with, considering the delivery. But the nature of his bowling, you're going to get a few of those. He puts a lot of purchase on it, and as we've seen tonight, the rag has been very prominent, so potentially might have slipped in the hand a little bit there. Short again.
Oh.
This time he's gone the reverse, and it is a magnificent shot. It's gone for 4, and Bangladesh are now back on track.
Yeah, great shot by Hussain. He has to take the game on. Not many overs left in Bangladesh innings. Even though Darcy is spinning them quite significantly at times, he's taken that on, and that's a great shot. Risk versus reward, and he's got the reward this time.
It's also resulted in a field change, exactly where that ball was hit. Got himself in position really early there. What's the comeback going to be from Short? Here he comes. It's shorter. It's whacked out onto the leg side this time. Again, protection is there, but it's wide enough that the Bangladesh batters are going to come back for 2. Rag back in action.
Always fascinates me with cricketers about, out of all the technology and, you know, beautiful uniforms and stuff they just use, let's just cut up a towel. Yeah, white towel from the hotel.
Yeah, they always look pretty scrappy, don't they? Short again.
Oh, catch it.
It was in the air.
Hit him.
It's an opportunity for a potential run out, but the throw wasn't the best. And applause from the Bangladesh dugout.
A run between the wickets then again by the Bangladesh side. Been pretty impressed with their running between the wickets so far.
আজকের খেলা বাংলাদেশ বনাম নর্দার্ন বাংলাদেশ ব্যাটিং 135 4 উইকেট 16 ওভার 5 বল
Actually bowling, I reckon.
It was very close.
আমাদের বাংলাদেশ সোনার হরিণ গোল্ডেন টিম সুন্দর খেলতেছে প্লিজ প্লিজ যে লাইভ দেখতেছেন প্লিজ চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন
That
প্লিজ
is a
প্লিজ
coat of
প্লিজ
paint off that leg
এবং
dump.
একটা করে লাইক করে দিবেন
I
প্লিজ
don't know
সবাইকে
whether
ধন্যবাদ
Short agrees with what was going on. He thought he was going to get a bowled, but there's a a little bit of chat, but I think it's all in good spirit. And at the end of Darcy Short's very impressive 4-over spell, he's ended up with 1 for 19. Great job from the skipper. And Bangladesh now only have 3 overs left to add to their 137. So from a very, very strong start, they're now in danger of potentially missing out on getting as many as they could have. And I think the Northern Territory strike, the way they've been going, would now be very confident that they're going to be able to chase down whatever is put in front of them. We have seen, though, that it has been more challenging batting second, so we'll see what comes of that in this latter half of tonight's game.
Martin coming on for his last over. He's gone none for 14. Hussain's on strike. He's really got to go for it here. 28 off 31. A few overs to go. He's really got to go every ball here. And he has done. So good fielding again by Jake Weatherall down on the boundary.
Positive intent, but only the single. They need to get at least 2 boundaries per over now to get anywhere near the target that they were tracking for.
Yeah. Got batters in the shed. Just got to go for it. Just the 2 from 4, Chowdhury, but he's got to go hard at this one too.
He's thrown this one up.
Well bowled.
Optimistic appeal, but he'd be happy with the dot. Good bowling there from Martin. They really have peaked back the run rate here now. Chowdhury on strike. He's danced down the wicket.
Oh, opportunity here for Short. Oh, probably a good decision in the end. All the boundaries on the fielders on the other side are well on the boundary, so
it's always a decision to make as to whether the run out is worth the risk of an overthrow, and in that case Short has decided it wasn't. He's happy to continue this run of only 1s and dots.
Oh, well bowled.
A bit of a Yorker there, kept out.
So good at that, Hamish. His ability to be able to change his delivery when he sees the batsman move. It's a really hard skill to do, but he does it really, really well. Real attribute to his game.
Martin again. Bangladesh in desperate need of a boundary.
Oh, well bowled.
This time it's chopped down to a short fine leg. Short third man on the ring. And just a single to the tally. So with only 1 ball remaining, we've only got 4 runs off this over. Really need to be getting at least 9 or 10, preferably more, off each of the last of the 2 or 3 overs. 167 looking out of reach, that magical number.
Oh, thick this outside edge. Down to Hammond just for a single.
And a terrific over, great set was the phrase used by the NT strike to describe Martin's 4th over. He's ended up with out a wicket, but a very good spell of bowling. He's got none for 19. And as a result, Bangladesh are 4 for 142, and they only have 12 balls left to add to their score. So they need 2 big overs. We know the NT's got a lot of hitting power.
Interesting, they've gone for pace on again, Steve, for this second last over, bringing Menzies back on for his 4th over, it looks.
Yeah, but good show of faith again.
He'll be using every trick in his book. Tommy can actually bowl left and right arm, leg spin and off spin.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. I haven't seen him bowl his seamers too much, but
must have played a lot of backyard cricket.
Oh, yes, guess with his brothers, holy dooly, it was game on, like Donkey Kong in that Menzies family.
Here he comes now. Right up over this time.
Oh, great bowling.
Yeah, Hussain tried to give himself a little bit of room, but the ball followed him, so it was well bowled by Menzie.
Yeah, it's an interesting shot.
There wasn't a huge upside by doing that.
No. Bangladesh here is pretty much free hit every ball here. You just got to swing. Only 4 down, 2 overs to go, or less than now. Chowdhury's just got to swing here. He's got to get something on it.
He's got the build to do so. He looks like he would be a good wood chopper. Powerful trunk. Let's see what he can do. Menzie's in. He's bowled wide of the
shot, great shot.
Offside, and it has been smashed away for a boundary, much needed one.
Beautiful shot.
Bangladesh have got a boundary which we haven't seen a lot of late, but they are still in a strong position with only 4 wickets down, and they can free their arms. That was good batting.
Yep, exactly what Chowdhury's got to do here. Don't let fear and common sense get in the way.
It was good bowling though by Menzies, even though it's resulted in a 4. You can see what he was trying to do, bowling wide, close to the wide line.
He'll go pace off this ball, Tommy. He's got a good one out of the back of the hand as well, so it'll be interesting what he does here. Oh, he's done it.
Again, he's tried to go that wide line. Chowdhury has hit both of the last 2 deliveries, which would have been called wide.
Yep, sure has.
First one was a good decision because it went for 4. Second one, maybe not so, because they only go through for 1 run. It's always a bit of a gamble when it's close to that wide line as to what you do.
আজকের খেলা বাংলাদেশ ভ্যাস নর্দার্ন 148 রান 4 উইকেট 18 ওভার 3 বল শেষ। আমাদের বাংলাদেশ সোনার হরিণ গোল্ডেন টিম আজকে খেলতেছে। যে লাইভ দেখতেছেন প্লিজ সবার কাছে আমার অনুরোধ, প্লিজ চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন, প্লিজ একটা করে লাইক করে দিবেন।
It's not going to result in a wicket. It will be another run.
But the tallest man getting around Hussain, so might have hit him just fractionally high.
So there's only 8 deliveries left. They're on 149. Early stages they were looking at 180 plus. Now they probably would be happy with something 160 plus, maybe 165, but they need to finish strong here. Menzies.
There it is, out of the back of the hand, and he's picked it up early, and that's gone downtown.
And that is just what the doctor ordered, is 6 runs. Bangladesh are going to hopefully have a late flurry if you're a Bangladesh fan.
There's a great shot. Picked it up nice and early out of the back of the hand from Tommy Menzies.
If they can start the way they finished, they're going to have a very competitive score here. Or if they can finish the way they started even.
Yeah, true.
A beautiful shot. And he comes again. This time it's a slower ball, but it is a full toss.
Well played.
And it's been paddled away for another boundary. Chowdhury doing the job here.
Poor delivery there by Tommy, unfortunately, for a big full bunger on the legs. That got dealt with as it should do. I'm curious who bowls this last over, Steve, to be fair.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. After 19 overs, Bangladesh 4 for 159. So now after those couple of lusty hits, they are a chance of getting 170 plus, which would probably be around par, I would think. But batting first, possibly they would be going in reasonably confident.
It's going to be Andrews bowling the last over. He's got a bit of tap as well. He's got the last over in particular. He got hit for a few boundaries, so he'll have to have his wits about him for this last over.
Hussain belted hard. Because it was hit hard, it gave the fielder a chance to keep it to 1. Bangladesh into the 160s with 5 balls remaining.
What's your prediction, Steve? Leg side? DXC technology sign over there is in trouble.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to bowl it in the slot because it is every chance. Chowdhury in aggressive mood. It's outside off and he's hit the ball hard, but there is protection there. They are not going to get back for the second run. They probably needed to, although it probably would have resulted in a run out. The way things are going, they definitely would prefer Chowdhury on strike. Hussain has struggled the whole time to score at a rapid rate. Looks like he's better suited to 4-day cricket.
He's hit straight very well, so see what he can do here.
This one has been hit hard. He must have heard what I was saying. He said,
oh, great shot.
Stuff you, Steve Dingle. I can hit boundaries, and he's hit an absolute cracker. And it's just what they needed.
Great shot.
He's now almost scoring at a runner ball.
Picked the gaps beautifully tonight, Bangladesh, especially with those boundary balls in particular. Backed himself there. He's got to do it. Wicket's in the shed. It's a free hit every shot here. He's got to go for it. Oh.
This time he's going to get a few fortunate runs as he gets an inside edge, heading down towards the boundary.
Oh, that'll do.
And it's going to beat the fielder. He's got back-to-back boundaries. One was a bit lucky. The other one was a quality shot. And Bangladesh now are looking at posting a pretty decent score as they move along to 4 for 169 with still 2 balls remaining.
Would have loved to have had a fit Kane Richardson bowling this last over in particular, or the second last.
This one is wide on the wide line, but the batter has whacked it out for a single. It'll bring Chowdhury, the powerful man, on strike for the last ball. Bangladesh fans would love to see a lusty 6 to finish.
I'm going over cover again, I reckon here, Steve. Jai Allman, Hamish Martin on the boundaries out there. I reckon they might be on the trot this one.
Here comes Andrews, last ball of the innings.
Oh,
It's been straight up. He's hit the ball very hard and straight. The fielder's going to cut it off and they're going to get a comfortable 2. It's a good finish from Bangladesh. After a very slow period in the middle, they have finished with 4 for 172. Which is a pretty healthy score. We are set for an absolute cracking second half to this game as we watch the highlights.
Yeah, got away from it with an absolute flyer, didn't they, Steve? Just being able to put poor deliveries away, really. They didn't have to work too hard because there were a few poor deliveries early on, but then Strike were able to pick up a couple of wickets at crucial times to ebb the flow. They were cruising for over 200 easily, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Certainly early stages, they were looking for a 200 plus, and then they had the period in the middle where the spin got on top, and then all of a sudden they were looking at 140, and then they've had a little flurry at the end, and they've managed to get a really decent score. The NT Strike still are up and about, just watching them coming off now. There's high fives all around as we continue to enjoy the highlights from the first half of this game. A beautiful little paddle. There was a range of shots all around the wicket from Bangladesh. I was particularly impressed with some of the catching of the NT Strike as well. And you can see the scorecard there. Hussain batted slow and steady, but he did the job with 41 of 40 balls. NT Strike bowled really well, particularly the spin bowlers. The economy rate was particularly impressive from Darcy Short, the skipper. And we will look forward to your company when we come back after the break.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
When you move here, it's not just for work, it's for life. Here, culture isn't something you leave behind, it's something you bring with you and share. Great jobs, no long commutes, and weekends that start as soon as Friday ends. From the red desert to the tropical north, this place doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you. Australia's Northern Territory. New boundaries, new territory.